Hey guys, it's Chris from Nelson Emergency Training. I promised you yesterday I would do a video aimed at hunters and outdoor enthusiasts, and I want to delve right into that. I'll try to be quick here. My camera even has a time constraint, so I'm going to work within it as best I can. I'm talking about items that should be carried, I think, with you, either in your pocket or in some kind of pouch or something, anytime you go into the woods. And these are first aid items, specifically items to deal with bleeding. That's a very common injury. It is the number one cause of non-medical cause like stroke or heart attack related death in the country. And very common in shooting sports and hunting and things like that. Very possible, I should say. Not necessarily common, but very possible. When it comes to bleeding, first off, always safety. When you're treating someone else, gloves. I recommend gloves. You probably hear my neighbor's vehicle. Definitely should have those. Now, let's talk about stopping bleeding. The best way to stop bleeding is usually direct pressure. There are times, though, when direct pressure will not work, particularly in arm and leg arteries. And then the best option is a tourniquet. This is the gold standard in tourniquets. It's the CAT tourniquet, Combat Application Tourniquet, CAT. Of course, if you're going to apply a tourniquet, you're going to want to put the time on it. So they're a Sharpie. That's going to run you $25, maybe a little bit more, depending on where you get them, a little bit more than that. A Mylar blanket. Bleeding will cause you to go into shock. Cold blood doesn't clot. Bleeding won't stop if it won't clot, so you want to stay warm. You want to keep that body temperature up, and the Mylar blanket does an excellent job of that for the weight constraint. If $25 or more for the CAT tourniquet is too expensive for you, there are other options. Don't buy something that looks like this that costs $10 or $12. You're probably buying a cheap made piece of junk. I wouldn't bet my life on it. There are other options like the SWAT T. It's a good option. It could also be used as a pressure dressing. Runs about $12 or so. It is a little harder to apply, especially to yourself. The CAT can very quickly and easily be applied to someone else or to your own arm or leg, and that's the only place you can put a tourniquet, by the way, by just about anyone. A child can be taught to do it. A lot of people say, well, I have my belt. Maybe for a last-ditch effort if you had nothing else. But I will tell you, improvised tourniquets are notorious for failing or being ineffective. Do you want to bet your life on hoping you can make it work, or bet your life on something you know is battle-tested and works? Pressure dressings, they come in all sizes and shapes, and it's basically a bandage attached to an ACE wrap that is designed to put pressure on a wound and hold pressure to free up your hands. You may need to get access to a wound and cut off clothes. A pair of scissors like this, designed for that purpose, or even just a regular pair of scissors, a really good option for that. A couple of things that you may want to carry. I recommend training for these. Combat gauze. The training you would want for that is training that we offer. It's called Stop the Bleed. If you have more questions about Stop the Bleed, let me know. That's for packing wounds like in a shoulder where you can't put a tourniquet. Chest wounds can also be what they call a sucking chest wound that pulls air in on top of the lung instead of into the lung and kind of squeezes the lung. A chest seal allows you to block air, and as it builds up, even to vent it. Maybe a little more expensive. That I definitely recommend more training for, but there are people that will teach you how to use that. So having said all of that, let me say this. These things are very, very vitally important. I said earlier, you don't want to just hope you can make it work. Parents especially, I know a lot of young people go hunting. Would you want to think it would be possible to make it work, even with somebody that knows how to make an improvised tourniquet? Or would you rather they carry something that gives you peace of mind of knowing it's the best option for that? Think about that. If any of the stuff you want training on how to use, by all means contact me. We can hook you up with that. Find the training somewhere. If you're going to carry an item, carry the training for it, okay? Can't say enough about that. But anyway, I mentioned maybe doing a giveaway, and I think I'll do two. For the person that can generate the most likes, and the way I'm going to do that is you have your friends like it and comment your name. Like this video and comment your name in the comments. They have to do those two things. I'll give it 3 days. The name I see the most 3 days from now is the winner of having garnered the most people to like and comment on this post. You'll win a SWAT T Keep Calm Stretch Wrap Tuck Can Koozie. Okay? Now, here's the other giveaway. This is just a sticker, but I'm going to throw something else in with it. The first person that will register ahead of time for a Stop the Bleed class, which is normally $25, I'm going to give a 2-week special, 2 weeks from today, and knock that down to half price. Okay? So I'll give you that half price. And I'll give you free attendance for a child. Okay? So that's you and a child that gets to attend for half the cost of one person normally attending. Plus, I will give you a Stretch Wrap Tuck sticker. Okay, guys. Having said all of that, by any means, if you need more information, contact me. And let's share the dickens out of this and let's get in the contest. Have a good day. Enjoy the outdoors and stay safe.